Fuck off, birdie. Oh, here comes this prick again in the Citroen. There's any fucking need. Oh, it's a stupid fucking woman. Yes, that's a red light, you fucking whore. AK04XGR. This bitch is fucking insane. Let's fucking watch. Citroen C3. Fucking mental case. So anyway, at the garage, picking this bike up. Let's wait and see, actually. Go on in, you fucking psychopath. Someone's had a prank. Lol. Kids. Looks like the little cunts have decided to be funny fuckers. Meow. Tosses. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the bike. So yeah, picked her up from the garage, and mechanic was saying, oh yeah, you know, it took a little longer because there was a lot of seized parts and oxidization on parts and so forth. And he said, look, I'm going to be quite frank with you, mate. Next year you're probably going to want to look for another bike. So I was like, the fuck do you mean I'm going to want to look for another bike? He said, well, unfortunately, mate, there's a lot of the parts on this bike that are going to be fucked by next year. Even if, you know, you start getting them replaced now, they're still going to be wearing away. He said, you know, your front calipers are looking a bit more worn than they should be, so I'd advise getting them changed. Your chain and sprocket. I knew the chain and sprocket, because I'm getting like the fucking wave effect on the sprocket. So he said, you're going to want to look at getting that changed as well. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And in all fairness, she's led a very adventurous life. Fuck off, Pidgey. Like, we were talking about it, and he said, oh, you know, like, how many miles a year are you doing? And I said, well, I'm pulling between 2,000 and 3,000 a year on it. You know, it's a commuter. Rain, shine, snow, hail, flood, it doesn't matter, it goes. And obviously he's known a lot of the previous owners of this bike, and I've met one of them. Now they were the type that always kept it in a garage. Here she goes again, like a fucking psychopath. What the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus fucking Christ. Eesh. Speed limit on this road is 30 miles an hour, and I'm doing that. And she overtakes me on a long curve blind bend. I hope she gets caught at the next set of lights so I can catch up again. Fucking psycho. Anyway. But yeah, like, every rider before me has been the kind that would look at the weather report, and if it was going to rain somewhere on the route that day, they wouldn't go. They've all been keep it in the garage, on a trickle charge, under a blankie, all year except for like 4 days where they go out riding. Now, as we all know, I don't have a garage, so I can't do that. But, you know, life is what it is. So now it leads to a serious issue. Like, obviously I'm going to try and resolve this issue before it becomes one. Oh, there's no lights. That's a piss take. Oh, that's neutral. Come on, Mr. Speedy Car Man. You're welcome. Sorry, that fucking driver's really done me nose in, because twice, for no reason. Once in a 20 and the next in a 30. The one in the 20 I could be less bothered about, you know, it was after a roundabout, straight line of sight, meh. Stupid fucking move, but whatever. But the 31, on a bend like this, where you can't see what's coming ahead and she's overtaking me, dangerous. So yeah, the issue is, you know, he's saying that the next bill will be around 600 quid if I rectify the issues for next year, but there'll be other issues. Because obviously bits are going bad quicker, old issues are going to start cropping up. There's going to be problems with the wheels, probably, because they're fucked. They've not been taken care of properly, and I'll admit that because I'm not very good. So it could be next year that I have to look for something else, but I don't want to. I'd love the opportunity to own a different bike. I just don't want to have to part with this one or expend any money for a new one. So if someone wants to donate me a cruiser of some kind, feel fucking free. It's the thing with running a house, I've got no funds. Not to harp on at people about this, but to anyone who's gonna own a home who currently owns a motorbike, if you're buying one that's a doer-upper like we had to, it's gonna fucking drain you. Prepare for a massive hole to appear in the bottom of your wallet. So that's all that's happened with me. Just getting the place fucking livable has left me with a hole in my wallet. But that's necessary for family, I'm afraid. Sometimes you have to take a hit, and I did on this one. I wouldn't say I'm at rock bottom of finances, but it's a struggle at the moment. So, meh. And to hear that the bike is basically falling apart around me is again, like, fuck. I mean, I very gratefully took my brother's back brake so that I would have one for the MOT that would pass, because there was no way my old one was gonna. Still got it at home in a bag and it's absolutely fucked, which I knew it was gonna be, because like I say, this all year riding shit, the bike's a brilliant bike, but it just was not built for an all year routine, especially not the rough winters I've been doing. You know, without a car to use, I've basically been hammering this bike. And it's gotten to the point where I am starting to wear it out, sadly. Because they're not built for it. You know, I wish I could be one of these people who keeps it under a blanket, on a trickle charge, in a garage. You know, I wish I could be one of them, but instead I've got a driveway, which is more than I had where I was last living, where it had to be kept on the road. But even so, it's not enough. So I've got to look into getting something a little bit more robust, especially with regards to batteries and things. I wouldn't mind the next one having a Kickstarter, just in case I do fucking kill the battery every now and again. But that's all to be seen, and it's going to be a lot of thought this year. I'm going to have to take a lot of time, and yeah, you know, I've been meaning to do an overtime, but I don't want to do overtime because it's fucking killer. I did it, you know, a year and a half, 2 years ago, for basically the better part of a year, and it fucking slaughtered me. Because the kind of hours that I ended up doing was back to backs. You know, I was doing 72-hour weeks, 6 days non-stop, and then I'd have a day off, and then I'd be straight back on it. And while it doesn't sound all that horrible when you're doing 12-hour shifts, and it's in some ways mind-numbing, but other ways very stressful, if you can get that vibe. Anybody who works in the security industry will know what I'm fucking talking about. When you're pulling 12-hour shifts in this industry, it doesn't take a lot for it to end up being completely fucking mind-numbing. And it does start to fucking rot your head. So when you're pulling 6 of them in a row with only a day off in between, you don't get a time for your mind to heal itself. And the stress starts to build, like increasingly worse stress. So I just had to fucking stop because it was fucking killing me. But at the time it was necessary for the job to continue, and so I did it. But now it looks like I might need to take it up again to replace a bike. Because I've lost my push bike to my brother. I've had to give him that because he's going to need a method of transport while he gets himself on the road. Yes, I am a generous brother. I gave him my push bike for a brake caliper for a ZX6R. Not the update I wanted to do. I was going to go a different way to work, but unforeseen events at home mean I had to change my routine. I fucked up. Nah, I just dropped something this morning. It took me forever to clean it up.